August 20th, 2024. We are going to be reading a passage out of the Daily Stoic for today's date. August 20th, where it counts. The quotation is, "Inwardly, we ought to be different in every respect, but our outward dress should blend in with the crowd." And that's from Seneca, Moral Letters 5.2. The note is this: Diogenes the Cynic, probably butchered that in terms of pronunciation, was a controversial philosopher who wandered the streets like a homeless person. A few thousand years later, his utterances still make us think. But if most of us had seen him at the time, we'd have thought, who is this crazy guy? It's tempting to take philosophy to extremes, but who does that serve? In fact, rejection of the basics of society alienates other people, even threatens them. More important, outward transformation, in our clothes, in our cars, in our grooming, might feel important, but is superficial compared with the inward change. That's the change that only we know about. And to reiterate what the quotation is, inwardly, we ought to be different in every respect, but our outward dress should blend in with the crowd. What can we take from this? What I think we can take from this is perhaps in today's society, everyone seems to be wanting to stick out or not stick out, um, to look a certain way, to stand out as being different, to follow trends, um, to be dressed well, to be fresh, which is fair, which is great, which is part of grooming, I would say. However, the issue or the challenge or the danger of this, in my opinion, can come when it's only skin deep or it's very shallow, or people are focused so much on what their outward appearance is looking like that what they fail to do is to put that same sort of effort into how they are thinking, into how they're acting, into how they're living. What can we take from this? Diogenes, I should probably learn how to pronounce it properly. He wandered the streets like a homeless person, and yet we're still thinking about what he said many years later. I think homeless people are, yes, maybe they have some crazy experiences, but they've lived. Many of them have a lot of perspective that a lot of us who live in quote unquote the real world, normal people, quote unquote again, may not have. They have almost a freedom where, of course, this comes with exceptions, and there's many other variables that cannot be ignored, such as drugs, for example. But I feel that homeless people, because they're already living on the fringes of society, they are not bound by many of the constraints that we, as quote unquote, again, normal people, may feel. And again, the title of this today's musing is called Where It Counts. And we have to ask ourselves, where does it count, right? And yes, I think outward appearance does make a difference into how people perceive us, into how even we perceive ourselves. But that must be supplemented with something that is deeper than what is simply on the outside. We've all heard that outward beauty fades, right? Whether you're a female or a male, and what's inside counts. I think we can all agree that specifically in the society that many of us live in does uh, reward outward beauty, but it's a balance. It's always a balance, and I think that is one of the larger teachings that can be applied to this musing of today, is that moderation in all of its forms, whether that's one's appearance and how much one puts towards their appearance, or the effort that one puts on the inside. Moderation is always appreciated and is always important. That's it.